When the Christmas 2023-24 storms tore through parts of the Gold Coast, homes, buildings, parks and roads were damaged.
Came out early the next morning and just walked in this field to absolute carnage. Everywhere I went, there was tree foliage, there was shade structures torn down, but then in particular, some large trees that had fallen onto buildings and also crushed the netball court area, fences. We had a start to the year that had 8 classrooms that couldn't be used.
Our main priority was to clean up the community and the areas, provide what roadworks we could do to get people back into their properties.
We removed 77,153 truckloads of waste from 1,673 streets during our Operation Cleanup. But the recovery process was so much more than the initial cleanup. Together with our recovery partner agencies, our power networks, water supply and telecommunication connections were repaired. And we have since restored impacted community infrastructure, such as recreation, education facilities, and more than 100 damaged parks.
There were 34 roads, 5 landslips and 5 culverts that were assessed and restored after the Christmas storms. Essentially, it was just all about cleanup, all about getting everything back to normal and in the quickest time frame as we could.
It was 5 to 6 months before we saw any major back to normal happening.
On the Gold Coast, we are learning from disasters and are building back better.
There are some stormwater works designs happening, reinstatement of culverts, making them bigger, trying to make them handle these bigger storms that come through.
We've had a little bit more of a look around and seeing what some of the potential hazards would be if we had another storm this season.
You can say that the infrastructure has come back online to normality, but you still drive down properties that are still damaged, properties that have been written off and haven't been rebuilt, and you still find that people are struggling after that storm event, and it just shows how long it does take to recover.
Repairing infrastructure after a disaster can take time. We are providing support through our recovery plan. You too can get involved in disaster recovery.